It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
Roll the intro. I tell you guys, I have the voice of an angel. I know it. You know it. I mean, it's just time we all accept it that I should have been in Boys to Men. I should have been the first white guy in Boys to Men. But what are you going to do? So it has been, wow, man, it's been a long time. I think the last time I sat in front of this microphone, I was wearing this shirt. So it's been quite a while. I mean, I've been super busy. Just this summer has been just crazy with work and trying to keep up with drum lessons and a gig here and there. So I'm just, I apologize. I know I haven't been putting out output like I have in the past, and I'm sorry for that for my two loyal fans. So I wanted to get back in it. I wanted to do a Will Drum for Food, and I'm going to change how I do this a little bit. When I do it, I have a tendency to ramble on and ramble on. It's the coffee, and you combine that with oh gosh, by the way, I played a gig this weekend. I played a gig this weekend in Crivets, Wisconsin, for the Loyal Order of Buffalo, not the Loyal Order of Water Buffalo. That would be copyright infringements against the Flintstones. This was the Loyal Order of Buffalo. I had a blast. I drank way too much Fireball. I got to play heavy metal, though. Judas Priest, Iron Maiden. It was just a blast. All dudes. And like, I walk in, and there's like 7 guys with Judas Priest shirts on. And I'm like, oh, yeah, this is my type of crowd. So, but I drank way too much Fireball, and I ended up sleeping in the back of my Honda CR-V, which was probably the worst night of sleep I've ever had in my life. It was surprisingly hard. Like, the back of that thing is, man, it's like sleeping on a rock. I don't know. I kind of feel bad for making my dog sit back there. But I promised I wasn't going to ramble. You're probably, what I was getting to was before is I want to try and shorten these episodes up. I'm going to try to keep them to under 10 minutes. So I'm going to go right now. So you're probably wondering, why was he singing Boys to Men in the beginning? Because I did it. I actually did it. My wife, I didn't think she thought I was going to do it. I think I kind of myself didn't believe I was going to do it. I remember when I was a kid, like I was about 12 years old, and my dad went to my mom's. He said, I'm going to quit drinking. And my mom kind of, yeah, right, yeah. We all kind of like, yeah, right. Well, he did. He quit drinking. And that's one thing about Holden's. We put our mind to something, and we will do it. I sold it. I sold the Blue Bomber. It's in it right now. It's in the hands of its new owner in California. I hope he enjoys the kit. He better not be a stripper, because then I'll be pissed, because he got a pretty good deal on this drum set. But it's gone. It's no longer in my hands. And that guy right there, I will be boxing up and shipping out as soon as the payment clears. I sold that one to the Slingerland. I sold that to a guy in Nashville. My green Sparkle that was in a ton of my videos is gone. I sold that to a guy locally. He's super happy with the kit. Really nice guy. I think he's a subscriber to this channel actually now, and I know he's a member of the Drum Geek Network. So that's gone. I sold my electronic kit back in February. That's gone. All I have left now is my PDP. I have a PDP MXR, a Mexican-made PDP kit, which, by the way, if you guys get your hands on a Mexican-made PDP kit, they are fantastic drums. They're way better than the ones that are made in China now. I mean, they were DW shells with just cheaper hardware on them. They sound great. So that one right there, I'm going to sell to it's a lot of things that have to happen with that in order for that to happen, because it's going to cost too much to ship. It's a really big drum set. So I have a guy in the community who's interested in it, but there's a lot of weird things that have to happen for me to get that to him. So, and then my White Rogers drum set, I'm going to give to a friend of mine. His kids are getting interested in drums, and it's another one of these drum kits. It's got some extra holes in it. It sounds great. It's a great drum set, but it's really not worth anything. For what I could get for it, I might as well just give it to him, give it to his kids so his kids can enjoy it, and I'm sure he will enjoy his kids banging on that thing too. So that's the deal with all my drum sets. I can't believe I sold them. I really can't, you know. It was a whole ordeal a little bit selling that Vista Light. The shipping, some legs showed up missing, and then the guy complained because he agreed to pay the shipping price before I shipped it, and then he was bitching that the shipping price was too high, and it was kind of a nightmare. I wish I wish you didn't have to go through, but sometimes you got to deal with that stuff when you sell online, you know. It just happens, you know. You're always going to run into people that sometimes just, you know, aren't going to be happy, and you just try to make them happy, and that's what I try to do. And it turns out I have a hater. I have a hater. Like I have a hater now. This particular person has done a horrible job hiding who they actually are. They hide behind shade accounts, which most haters do. But this person has done a horrible job of hiding who. In fact, like the paper trail that was left was less suspicious than the circumstances of the Jeffrey Epstein suicide. Like, let me just say that. It's obvious. It's obvious. This person knows me, and it's just not some random person, because all of a sudden I've been getting tons of dislikes on my videos. And that's what I want to talk about today. Embrace the hate. Embrace it. Embrace the hate. I see so many guys hiding their likes and dislikes. Screw it, man. Screw the haters. Screw it. Screw them when they hit a dislike on your video. Who gives a shit? Who cares, man? It's all engagement. Just enjoy it. All that means is you're getting to them. They're just jealous, or they just, you know, cowardly. It's cowardly. Hitting that dislike button is actually a very cowardly thing to do. It is. It's just, but I don't care. I don't. Hold on. Fix that right there. My mic's got some erectile dysfunction, apparently. I don't care. I don't care if you dislike my video. I embrace it. It's all engagement. I've never deleted a comment, ever, ever. Sometimes I'll really go back at people. Like, you can insult you can insult me. You know, I had one guy who said, what did he say? I had been wondering what Kevin from The Office has been doing all these years, and I laughed my ass off. That's a creative insult, because I'm kind of fat and my hair's a little falling out, and I play drums, and Kevin from The Office played drums, and Kevin was not a bad drummer. He was in a Police tribute. You do a Police tribute, man. It's not easy music, man. So Kevin was a pretty good drummer. You know, I had another guy tell me that I should probably quit doing YouTube. Which, man, if you come at me with a good insult, like a good funny burn, I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna thumbs up it, and I'm gonna love your comment. And if I can think of anything witty to say in return, that usually catches them off guard. I have been known in the past to really go at them too. Like, somebody makes a dumb comment, like, I gotta call them out on their knowledge of the instrument. You know, because they'll say something like, I had one guy say I wasn't playing the hi-hat pattern right for a particular song. And I went note by note and said, well, this is why you're wrong, and you're a moron, and you've never posted anything on your channel, so you're clearly just a troll, you know. So, that's not going to work with me, dude. So, embrace the hate, man. Just embrace it. Learn to love it, because it's not that big a deal. It's not that big a deal. So, what's coming up for this channel? I don't know, man. I am so freaking busy. So super busy right now. With work. Work has just been crazy. I'm playing it, and I got a couple bands going on with rehearsal and all that, so I really haven't had time to. You look, my drums are in cases right now. I'm gonna try and get a couple covers shot this week. Like the last time I recorded, I think I was about 7 pounds lighter, and that's no joke. Last time I recorded would have been, man, it would have been July. It would have been like July 1st or 2nd. That was yeah, because it was the day before I went on vacation. I went to caught some baseball games in Cincinnati and Pittsburgh, so it was the day before I went and did all that. So it's been quite a while since I recorded anything. So I'm gonna try and get some videos done this week. I'm taking. Oh, that's another thing I want to talk to you guys too about. Is I'm taking a drum lesson next week from Jim Riley. Who, if you're not familiar with Jim Riley is Rascal Flatts drummer. He's a Nashville guy. He's a killer drummer. I'm doing a Skype lesson with him. And he wrote Survival Guide for the Modern Drummer, which I think I think I pronounced that right. Is it Hube? Because he said it doesn't rhyme with boob, so it's not Hoob. I think it's Hube. Is it Hube? Hube. I think it's Hube. Like Huey, but Hube. Hube has done some play-along tracks from Jim Riley's book, and Jim Riley's a fantastic drummer. I got an hour to pick his brain and really, really have him teach me some stuff. Because you know what, man, you're never too old to stop learning. I don't care who you are, how long you've been playing drums. If you have the opportunity to take a drum lesson from a pro or a master, like, you look at guys like a lot of guys, pro drummers went and took lessons from Joe Morello, or they took pro drummers from Freddie Gruber. These guys were kind of like gurus, So if you have the opportunity to make that happen, you got to make it happen. Even one lesson will change, could just feel like. I've gone and I haven't taken a lesson in quite a while, but last time I took a lesson, I got enough stuff to keep me busy for a year to work on. I'm not joking. So go take those lessons. And if you guys have any questions you want me to ask Jim Riley, post them below in the comments section, along with your hate comments and your thumbs down. Because if you think it bothers me, it doesn't. It doesn't bother me. It never bothered me. I just laugh. So if you got any comments or questions for Jim Riley, oh, look who's making an appearance in the video. Here she is. Yeah. Look at this dog. Look at this dog. This right here. This is a real dog right here. I'm telling you, you get a German Shepherd, there is no way you're gonna come knocking on this door at night. You walk in this door unless you got like a steak or something like that. In fact, I felt really bad, man, because I know she looks sweet now. You come to this door, this dog acts like you're gonna rip your head off. Like I came around a corner one day. She was outside. My wife was outside with the dog. They were playing catch. I came around a corner. I kind of had my hat on like this, and she obviously didn't recognize me because she just starts busting, and she's coming at me, and I'm thinking, is she gonna stop? Like for a second, I got a little nervous. So like last week or week before, my air conditioning was out. The air conditioning guy came over and he knocked on the door. She's going nuts at the door like she always does. And I usually tell her, I say, go to your spot. I say, go to your spot. And she knows. She goes to her crate. She lays down. I say, go get to your spot. I open the door. Man, it happened so freaking fast. It was so fast. This poor bastard, she comes running past me, and like out of the corner of my eye, I see her just kind of lunging at the guy, and he told me, he goes, I felt her breath on my neck. And he, at this guy, put his hand, she didn't bite him. Like, she was just trying to scare him. He put his hand up and kind of pushed her, and I grabbed her and pulled her back, go to your spot. And she slinks over there and goes in there. And man, it's just, I'm like, my worst fear is like having the cops come to the door or something like that, and she charges the cop, and the cop ends up shooting her, because they don't know. I mean, they see this big freaking 90-pound German Shepherd, teeth like this coming at your throat. They don't know. I mean, she's not. It's all show. It's what females do, man. Females are bitches. They're bitches. Dogs, female dogs. It's the scientific term, bitch. So, anyways. Questions, comments for Jim Riley, leave them below. Anything you want to know. I mean, he's a pro Nashville guy, man. So what I'll do is I'll just pick the best question and I'll ask it to him, and I'll let you guys know how the lesson go. And I think I'm gonna record the lesson on Skype. It's with his permission, and if I'll maybe post some of the best parts if he says it's okay. That's it. I went over 10 minutes. Talk to you guys later. Bye.